ASHWIN Parekh is joining us on this story. ASHWIN Parekh comes from ENY. It's good to have you with us. A very good evening, ASHWIN. As far as you're concerned, how you're seeing this development, where we're looking at the kind of participation that insurance companies have. Now, IRDA is extending that participation in the equity space from 10% to 12 to 15%. How do you see it?
Well, to begin with, I mean, there are two different parts to this particular reform. One is per se, I mean, the regulator had drafted the investment guidelines, and this is the sixth guideline, after the IRDA was constituted in the investment. So this is the sixth reform that is happening in the investment guidelines. Now, this reform had already envisaged increasing the equity from 10% to 15%, and the draft was floated for comments. So I must commend the authority for taking a little broader look. I mean, all said and done, equity as a class of asset does return to the policyholders a little better than debt, let's say, once the real income is evaluated. So to that extent, a good move, on part of the authority. On the part of the industry, they will have to really up their risk management skills, because if they are going to have larger exposure to equity, then they will have to really manage their portfolios on a fairly regular basis. But all said and done, a very good reform, I should say.
Just very quickly, ASHWIN, but do you think that this decision could have anything to do with pressure coming in from private insurers?
Well, I mean, the pressure is coming from the industry. I mean, the industry has been demanding, much more than, of course, just this particular reform on equity. The industry has been requesting the authority to even look at some of the hedging instruments and some of the other risk related, risk mitigation instruments. The authority is, in fact, indicated that they will consider, equity derivatives is almost allowed, but they will also consider, and interest rate swaps is also allowed. They will consider at some stage even the tenure swap. So these are some of the new instruments which will come up. By and large, the industry is expecting more reforms in the investment management area, I should say.
Yes, this has been a while in the coming, and now we're actually seeing it happen. ASHWIN Parekh, it's great to have your view on this development, and of course we will keep you updated on everything that follows post this. With that, it's going to be a wrap of this Friday's edition of The Final Word.
Thank you so much for watching.